Hi, my name is Darin. Served 6.5 years in the Army. I was deployed to Iraq in '06, '07. It was post 9/11, so there was real high patriotism at the time. And I just felt like it was the best choice at the time for me. We'd get caught in a little town and where we'd have to try and snake all these 18-wheelers through just a tiny village. My truck was blown up one time, completely disabled. There were other times like that out there, numerous ambushes. When we finally made it back to Kansas, they had a big ceremony for us. All the units had turned out to welcome us home. All our family was there. It was just really good to be home. I started having nightmares, and it was hard to sleep. I had the hardest time being in any kind of public place. It was just terrible. The mall, even waiting in line at the post office, I just felt confined and like something was going to happen. Memory loss. I mean, like short-term memory loss. Had a real hard time focusing. Tried to talk to some people about it, but it was just kind of like, well, this is normal. I started hitting the bottle really hard because that was the only way I could fall asleep at night and not dream. So yeah, I started drinking pretty heavy, and it got pretty out of control. We were going through a really hard time with our son had been diagnosed with cancer. A few months later, they got him into remission, and then about 6 months after that, he relapsed again and never recovered. So it was a lot of ups and downs, and a lot more downs than ups. I was talked to by my command about how out of control my drinking was getting. I had gotten arrested, but let out for fighting outside the bar, and when he called me in front of him, he's like, "How much did you had to drink?" And I was like, "I don't know, 18 beers." I explained to him, I'm trying to keep the nightmares away, and he was like, "I understand that, but this isn't healthy." And he said, "I would really like for you to get some help." And it was the first time really that I had a commander that wasn't just go into mental health as a weakness, going to getting any kind of help as a weakness. I had to check myself into ASAP and get straightened out. And I probably owe him my life, because who knows how far down that road I would have gone. When we moved from Fort Riley to Fort Lewis, I went and decided to try to talk to the mental health again, and they really sat down with me. There I had a counselor that was a psychologist, and I had a psychiatrist, and it helped me out a lot. And off the booze, so trying to live a more healthy lifestyle. I throw myself into passions that I have, so that kind of helps to fill up free mind time. But all in all, I think I'm there's like mental and emotional scars that'll be there forever, probably. But they're healing up pretty nice.